What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Go Talk Podcast. Here with me, Bryce and Charlton. And tonight, coming off a very eventful last night, Clippers blew a 3-1 lead. Clippers lead in the conference semis against the Nuggets. So Nuggets advanced to play the Lakers in Game 1, Conference Finals. And the Heat beat the Celtics in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And again, they went to overtime. So I don't have a horse in the race right now because my team is out of the playoffs. But
how the mighty have fallen.
I just wanna take this time to publicly troll the Clippers for their abysmal season. I'm the youngest one on the call. I'm the youngest one here right now. So I was born in 2003. So from 2003 to now, there have been fight me. There have been 12 blown 3-1 leads. There was the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead against the Cavs in the finals. The Thunder blew a 3-1 lead against the Warriors. The Lakers blew a 3-1 lead against the Suns. And obviously the Nuggets and their two comebacks from behind 3-1 in these playoffs. The other three, so the one we saw last night, the Magic blowing a 3-1 lead in 2005, and the Clippers in 2015 blowing a 3-1 lead against the Rockets. That's all been Doc Rivers. So Doc Rivers can't keep a 3-1 lead to save his life. Kawhi Leonard is obviously not the best player in the world. Never was. But for those who think he is, clearly he's not, because the best player in the world doesn't blow 3-1 leads. That's for sure.
A fact.
And just on a more specific note, everybody is like Clip City, Chip City next year. That's just not happening because the Clippers are going to be stuck with this exact team next year. They have no cap space. They can't trade. They're going to be stuck with this team next year. They can't trade.
They got a billionaire owner. He gonna find a way to get Paul George out of there.
They can't do anything. They can't do anything. If you like, even if you go on 2K and you try to trade the players of dudes, like even if you try to do it on 2K, it doesn't work. They have no cap space.
They're gonna find a way, bro. He'll try to find a way.
Patrick Beverly, garbage. I don't even.
Hat big.
Had big man. Had bad man. Patrick Beverly with his beach workouts and them Timberland boots.
That man had more points than Paul George, yo.
Hey, I got to tell you something. The best player in the world definitely doesn't go 1 of 11 in the fourth quarter of a Game 7. So there's that for you. The Clippers. Here's a fun fact for y'all that didn't know. Let's see here. You want to know the team that has been to the conference finals more recently than the Clippers? All of them. The Clippers have never been to the conference finals ever in 50 years. Next year will be 50. In 50 years, the Clippers have never been to the conference finals. So
once again,
I mean, the Pelicans haven't been in 18, but who cares about the Pelicans? They're trash.
We don't.
They're trash.
They've been more recently than the Clippers. I don't know where you start with this. I think it starts with getting rid of Doc Rivers. That's what I think. Doc Rivers is a Hall of Fame coach, obviously.
It ain't Doc's fault.
It's not Doc's fault, but Doc has been with the Clippers for 7 years. And he blew a 3-1 lead with the Lob City Clippers, which was, again, that'll go down as one of the best teams to never win a title. He just blew a 3-1 lead with this year's Clippers, the Clippers that were allegedly supposed to turn LA from the Lake Show to Clip City. That's obviously not going to happen. So if they can't do anything with the roster, which I don't think they're going to be able to do because of cap and all that, they're going to have to start somewhere. And I think Doc Rivers is going to be where they go if they can't move players. The other thing, too, to mention is the Clippers traded away all these picks and all these players to the Thunder for Paul George, and Paul George didn't show up in Game 7. So it's going to be a lot. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to have to figure this out because it's not like I think it's close to impossible if they're going to be able to trade somebody away for reasonable and get back something reasonable. The other thing too is Marcus Morris and Montrezl Harrell are both free agents, but the lack of cap space.
Bring Marcus back. Bring Marcus back to Boston where he belongs.
It's going to make it hard for them to even get back the reigning six-man MVP, six-man of the year, Montrezl Harrell or Marcus Smart. So I don't know. But like I said, I don't have
both of them go to the Knicks with with Van Vliet. Hey, bro, the Knicks do that, bro. I'm gone.
I don't have a horse in the race, like I said. So I'll leave the talking about the Celtics Heat game to you, and the prediction for the Lakers Nuggets.
Hey, watch it.
I'm just glad that the Rockets aren't the biggest failures in this.
I mean, the Rockets got some questions too, bro.
Hey, we have questions, but we weren't built to win a title this year, and we didn't talk all this talk saying we were gonna win a title this year. So,
hey, you got a point.
For us,
Linwood, the GOAT.
For us, it's a good one.
Oh,
yes,
boy.
sir.
There he is. Munching.
Lynn.
Just come in munching.
Lynn, ooh.
Lynn, what are your thoughts about the Clippers, bro?
Sorry?
What are your thoughts on the Clippers as you're eating your dinner?
I don't know what was said before. I don't want to repeat stuff, but
you can repeat yourself.
Paul George is just a star, isn't an all-star.
Ooh.
Kawhi's still good. He's still great. But he choked. Like Steve Mason said. Choked. Yeah, for real. He choked really bad. Right?
Reggie Miller. That's that Reggie Miller right there.
For real. They're not good because they have no chemistry. And defensively, they're not even that great either. So.
Well, as I said, they've got a lot of one-side players on their team. They've got Patrick Beverly, who he's good at defense.
All he does is, bro, he fouls.
Right. But I'm saying he's better defensively than he is offensively. You got Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, who are solid on the offensive side, not that great on the defensive side.
I mean, Montrezl Harrell, he's 50-50 on
these
defense.
moments, right? You've got G.O.A.T, who's a young guy who Nikola Jokic was just toying with Zubac, especially in Game 7. Like,
bro, Jokic is a problem.
Bro, he better do that same shit to AD.
Saying,
no,
Don't
do that.
Nah, bro, it's gonna be a good matchup. Well,
I'm already sure.
Well, yeah, because they both.
I don't think
AD used to play point guard. They both got that.
I don't think it's gonna be no cakewalk.
It's been a very long time actually that we've seen like two great centers go at each other.
Yeah, well, AD's not a center, so.
Yeah.
They're a big man, you know.
But he hate when he plays center though.
He does.
I don't know why.
He hates when he plays center. He hates it. He doesn't. Well, I mean, I can understand why though. You got a little bit. You get kind of put with a player like AD with his skill. He's kind of put into a box when you make him play center because, especially
not really, bro.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, bro. Because it's like it's not. I mean, the only thing that's going to change is the people he checking and the role that he has to do, the role that he has to run with when they're in game and when they're running plays.
That's true.
That's all that is.
Is that also because like the league is pretty positionless? Like center is just who you defend. That's just literally it. Like he can still play the same exact game.
The other thing I want to say about Kawhi Leonard, I just wanted to point this out.
Watch the Rockets.
I don't Don't ever. I don't think that Kawhi. I've never recognized Kawhi Leonard having 2 final MVPs. I thought Kawhi Leonard, in my eyes, only has 1. The reason why he only has 1 is because the final MVP he won when he was in San Antonio. First of all, he was the 4th best player on that team. He averaged 12 points a game in those finals, and the only reason he got Finals MVP was because he was guarding LeBron. So, he didn't lead the Spurs to a chip. That's for sure. He's just not clutch. Like he's not. He's not. No, there.
Can't say that though.
Yes, I can. There's more to being the most clutch atmosphere that exists in the National Basketball Association is a Game 7, and he was 6 for 22 last night, 1 for 11 in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Didn't get to the free throw line at all in the fourth quarter, and he was just playing abysmal basketball on both sides of the floor. The Nuggets.
He was clutch last year when they played the Sixers.
That's the luckiest shot in NBA history. Like I
Still
wouldn't
clutch
even.
though.
I mean, you could.
Still clutch.
I mean, you could. Yeah, I mean, it is still technically clutch, but like.
No, Marcus, I felt the same way.
That's the luckiest shot in basketball.
I really felt like that shot was super like his shot was good, but yeah, I really feel like he didn't make that shot. Like the ball just bounced that for him.
Like the ball never bounces.
Like
if you're shooting from the corner and the ball is short and you shoot it and it's short, or as they would say in 2K, you alligator arm it, it's either gonna come back at you or it's gonna bounce off to the side. It's never gonna roll away from you. Like that never I don't I mean, it is technically clutch. I think that's
a movie scene type.
Right, like that's like
right.
That's something you get in like a movie, like High School Musical or something. Like I don't know.
Oh no, I know you.
Bryce said,
I don't know. But it doesn't happen in real life.
Reevaluate your life choices after that. But anyway,
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine with me. Yeah, I'm done.
What you eating, Linwood?
Yeah, what are you eating, Linwood? Is it Panda? What are you eating?
Yeah, Panda Express sounds good.
Quick way.
Got it all on his lips.
You can
There's a quick way tours.
There's a quick way by my camp.
It's good.
Are you concerned, Bryce?
About playing the Nuggets?
Yeah, I mean the Lakers are gonna win this series, but like,
I mean,
does your
I wouldn't say I'd be concerned. I mean, I feel like they're gonna get a game or 2 on us, but I think that might be it. I don't think they can pull 4 against LeBron, bro. It ain't happening.
To be honest, I think that they're going to get game 1, and then in reality they're going to get swept. Because
okay.
Because no, for
bro,
real,
look,
bro,
no, Linny, I see what you're saying.
No,
I see what you're saying.
Either they're getting swept because LeBron game 1 going off.
You're in college, swept. You're in college, swept.
Either they're getting swept, right? You know, because LeBron game 1 goes off, or he relaxes like he did every single series, fills out the players, freaking scans them like, okay, what's their freaking powers and weaknesses, and everybody shoot.
He said he gonna scan them.
They can, you know, get their game.
You know what Kawhi couldn't
do? 2 to 5. He's going to be like, all right, bet it's time. I know what I can do now. It's just easy. Like he has photograph. Don't get it, dude. This guy has photographic memory. If y'all think he's watching them play and being like, okay, Jamal does this. And Jokic does
bro.
When I always knew LeBron had a very high basketball IQ, but that last year in the Eastern Conference Finals, after that game, he had 7 turnovers, and like in the press conference, he was able to perfectly describe every single turnover. I was like, okay, this guy he's like on some next level like photographic memory type. Like
he's remembered every single game he's played.
Yeah,
and that's not a joke. So I tell you that game 1, he's going to relax. He's going to get 12 points, 7 assists.
He's gonna drop 20 points in game.
20, whatever he gets, man, doesn't even matter.
It's gonna be something slight. It's gonna be something slight.
He'll go like 20, 10, and 10, like very quietly.
Very quietly, right? And then they make it blown out because, right?
In game 2, he gonna come back with a 40,
40. I mean, like if y'all don't get how this guy, if y'all don't understand that if y'all don't get that y'all aren't good at basketball and he's better than y'all by far, y'all just don't.
Or
he's that good.
You guys just said out the window. This year's goes to 7, and then the Nuggets win and go to the
That's for sure.
Damn.
Can you imagine?
Bro,
that was funny as fuck, though.
It is
no, if they beat the
anything
Lakers,
can
though,
happen,
I'll be sick. I'll be confused, actually.
So I told Bryce before we started recording that I'm on Twitter like 4 a.m. And I was scrolling through basketball Twitter at 4 a.m. After the Clippers and their massive choke job. And a lot of people were saying that like the Nuggets is like a Cinderella team, but this is not a Cinderella team like at all. Like, granted, the odds haven't really been in their favor, so it seems like a Cinderella team coming back down 3-1 in back-to-back series. But like when you look at it,
they're a top 4 team.
Right, like they've been in the top 4 the past 3 or 4 years. So this isn't a Cinderella team. This is a legitimate team. Like, if anything, I remember our very first episode, one of the things we talked about was sleeper teams in the playoffs, and we like trolled like the Jazz because like the Jazz win like 45, 50 games in the regular season, and they say they're sleeper teams, but like then they get like destroyed in the first round. But like no, like all intents and purposes, I think the Nuggets are the legit sleeper team in the NBA because they just keep getting better and better silently, like through the draft. Like they don't really trade for their players. They don't really get players in free agency because it's a small market. So
that's because they're in freaking Colorado. That's why no one cares. But it's funny. No, for real.
Because they're in the mountain. No, yeah, you're right. But
the Denver Nuggets, they can't be good, and they've been like one of the best teams in the West for the past. You're right, 4 years.
Yeah, for the past 3 years, they've been consistently in that top 3 seed the last like 3 or 4 years. They've been consistent.
This is kind of off topic. Well, not off topic. It's still within basketball, but Bradley Beal's like his girlfriend. She mad because he ain't make no All NBA team.
I'm mad too. He didn't make an All.
Wait,
Ben Simmons made an All NBA.
What?
Bradley
Ben
Beal
Simmons plays defense.
Ben Simmons isn't good.
He plays defense.
Okay, bro.
He's really good at defense.
You play
defense
now.
But let me say the teams. Let me say the teams.
Tell me teams.
All right. All NBA first team.
My man's made the 3rd team. That's all that matters.
All NBA. First team is Luka, Giannis, LeBron, Harden, and AD.
Yeah,
Giannis.
But look, the second team, Kawhi, Jokic, Dame, Chris Paul, and Pascal.
I'm okay with the second team, honestly.
All right, no, the second team, that's a BS.
I'm actually all right with it. I'm actually all right.
The second team, nasty.
And then the third team is Tatum, Jimmy Butler, Gobert, Ben Simmons, and Westbrook.
Bill should have been on the third. Bill should have been All NBA 3rd, maybe 2nd.
Bro, get Siakam out of there. Bro, get Siakam and Westbrook out of there.
Yo, Marcus, I'm gonna
get Westbrook off the 3rd team. Move Siakam
this dude's averaging
to the 3rd team, or move Siakam and Westbrook off the whole joint entirely, and then you can put
Marcus.
Bradley Beal on 3rd or 2nd.
I need you to put Bradley Beal's stats.
Devin Booker got snubbed too for being
Yeah,
it's true.
All NBA as well.
I don't see who got votes. I just want to see who got certain teams.
I tell you, bro. Next season, bro.
Someone said Luka.
I love this shit. Bradley Beal might go off. Bradley Beal might make John Wall.
Luka got 13 or somebody else.
No. Luka got 1 3rd team vote.
Whoever did that, I just want to talk to you.
That's real crazy. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, I just want to touch you. I will say this though. As the wonderful LeBron fan that I am, I just want to state that I am more than pleased that LeBron has now set the record for most All NBA selections ever. He's got 16. He's been in the league for 17 years. So 16 consecutive All NBA selections, just something slight.
Real?
Mm-hmm. He's been All NBA first 13 times. He's been All NBA second twice. He's been All NBA third 1 time. He's been on an All-NBA team from his second season till now. He's
What? Wait, was he on the rookie team?
It's okay. I'm sorry?
Oh, my God.
All right. We had that, bro. We had
Did
that
it get
discussion
Linwood?
in the first episode and never again, bro.
Did again, Linwood? What'd you say?
Wasn't he on the all first team or second team rookie team?
He was. He was Rookie of the Year. So
he's been there for 17 years.
Well, yeah, but all rookie isn't all NBA, dweeb. It's not the same thing. But I mean, for all intents and purposes, you are right. He's been on an all something team every year in his career.
Sometimes players get snubbed. Like sometimes like they're good the first year, but they get on a third team or like the rookie team.
I mean, it's also like very rare for a rookie to be on an all NBA, even if it's all third. If we're being honest, like that's very rare. Like you gotta have like a insane rookie season to be on an all NBA third. Even if it's just all NBA third, you gotta have an insane rookie season. But yeah.
And why the hell? Never mind.
What? What's going on?
What's wrong, bud?
No, we can continue.
Oh, all right.
You look a little flustered.
Do you have any reaction to your Celtics losing game 1 to the Heat?
They could have won.
Were you frustrated at the loss?
Yo,
is really my question.
I was, but then I realized that the refs hold us just like they did in the Raptors series. So I ain't even mad at that, bro.
I have this series doing 7 games. I do.
Yeah, me too. But Adebayo though, that block, insane.
The block wasn't that serious. Well, I mean, here's the thing. The reason why I said
you watched the game.
No, the reason why I say the block wasn't that serious.
Okay, it really wasn't, bro. Like,
it's because
like,
it was in game 1. You know what I mean?
Like I'm a Celtics fan, and it might seem a little biased, but still, like
I was watching Undisputed earlier, and they were
biased, bro. Yeah,
I was watching Undisputed earlier, and they were comparing.
I literally just said that, bro.
They were.
I know.
They were comparing Bam's block to LeBron's block in Game 7, and they were like, "Which one's
not the same?"
Obviously, it's LeBron's block because it was in Game 7, like a Game 1 block.
But it was
a clutch block, right? Like it was a clutch block, but it wasn't. It wasn't like
and Jason should have never gotten to that point. But hey, it is what it is.
It should not have never gotten that. That is true. It shouldn't have gotten to that point. I didn't. That's true. That's true. It should not have gotten to that point. Do you think objectively, like not as a Celtics fan, but like objectively, do you think Jason Tatum has an MVP or 2 in his future before he retires?
Got to.
Yeah.
I think. I think his MVP ceiling is 2, and I think his championship ceiling is 3. That's where I think he's going to be. I think he's going to go. Another impressive stat about the Celtics I didn't know until this morning. They've had like 17 rookies the last 4 seasons, and like 11 of them have been 11 of them have played in the conference finals. So I think it's just crazy to think that they've got rookies on their teams getting them to conference finals. I mean, obviously it's like Jason Tatum. Well, I think Jason Tatum was a rookie when they went to the conference finals, so that doesn't really count. Yeah. But like, you know what I mean? Like that's the Celtics.
The last 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, the Celtics, they don't get a lot of credit for their development of players. It's probably because they have a lot more bloopers than they do successes in terms of picking their stars for the future. But I think the Celtics are going to win in 7 games and be in the finals of the Lakers, which would be the most epic finals matchup. Because why not have the Lakers and the Celtics in the finals? Yeah. Although I kind of want the Heat to be in the finals just so that LeBron can finally sweep a team in the finals. I just kind of want to see that happen.
Oh, no.
I kind of want to see that happen.
You don't think he would sweep the Celtics?
I do not think that. I don't think he would sweep the Celtics. I don't. The Celtics are too good.
How many games the Celtics though?
Oh, like 6, maybe.
I would say 6, but I would say with the supporting cast, that's like it's not a great one, But there are players on the Celtics that are really streaky, and if they find their rhythm, it could go to 7.
Yeah, how's your defense?
But it'd be like one of those series that go like back and forth. You know what I mean? Like the Lakers would get the first game, and then like the Celtics would get the second game, and then like the Lakers would get the third. Like I don't think if the Lakers and the Celtics, I don't think it would be, unless it's like a 5-game series or like a sweep. I don't think it's gonna be like a thing where like a team's gonna win 2 in a row. I think it's gonna go back and forth, like alternating games.
I think the Heat's heart makes them better than the Celtics by a small margin. I think that they'll go to Game 7, right, and that the Heat want it more than the Celtics do. I think that the Celtics thought the entire season that they were going to get in this point. The Heat didn't. So the Heat's in a mindset where
You
they
don't know that.
so bad.
Well,
I have a feeling. I mean, I expected them to get there.
You expected the Heat to be in the
No, the Celtics.
oh yeah.
I'm saying everyone counted the Heat out. What you say?
You expect good teams to be in the conference finals. That's what you expect. I think the reason people counted the Heat out is because you got a new star player with a young nucleus, and you got to figure that out. It's rare that you get that type of youth. Like it's very rare you get that far in your first season with a team that's just been flipped upside down. Like,
I mean, granted, Dragic has been there. Bam has been there a couple of years.
yeah,
The only new people they added, like that are young, has been Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, because Jay Crowder has been in the playoffs for a bunch of teams.
well, Jay Crowder's not good, so
He all right.
he's not anybody I would contribute. I wouldn't contribute like if
Kelly
I
Olynyk,
have
he's not
Jay
good either.
Crowder on my team and I win a playoff game. I'm not going to say we won because of Jay Crowder unless he hits the game-winning shot. Like, I'm not going to.
I mean, he was hooping last night.
Even then, I'd probably be a little reluctant to say that Jay Crowder won us the game, even if he does hit the game-winning shot, because I just don't. He's not that guy. He's not. No. Jimmy Butler's a dog, though, and when he gets his mindset on something, though, he can go. He can definitely go. He could definitely go. He could definitely go. He could definitely go. You know, so we haven't. Only thing left to discuss. We haven't gotten. They haven't said who's MVP yet. They've been slowly releasing this stuff.
Bro, it's Giannis, sadly.
Actually, I think that when do they
If they're
vote?
smart, they wouldn't give it to him.
When do they vote?
I think they've already voted because
Right.
you vote for all the awards at once. They've just been slowly releasing them. Like the first one was Rookie of the Year, and then it was Most Improved, and they've been slowly like going. Actually, the first was Coach of the Year. Actually,
Is it during the season or during playoffs? During the season, right?
It's always good.
they vote right. They vote when the season's over.
Right.
I think about when they announce.
I have a theory. Do y'all want to hear my theory?
Actually, they vote
Wait,
for
before you say it,
right after the
before you
season
say
over,
it,
then
I
they
feel like
vote.
we had the same theory. I was just thinking about it, but go ahead.
Okay, so I believe that they do vote, after, right? But here's the deal, though. Who said they can't change the votes?
Well, they
Who
kind of
said-
have to.
No, but yeah, because like who said they can just be like,
Bro, I'm telling you.
Giannis,
now.
Giannis isn't actually that good. LeBron.
No, so what happens? They submit their ballots when the season's over, and then you get the finalists, and then you
Bro,
vote on
look.
the finalists.
I'm telling you
yeah,
exactly
it's
how it's
LeBron.
about to go. Imagine, bro, if LeBron,
Bryce is the oldest though.
bro, look, imagine if LeBron wins the championship, bro, they're going to give him the MVP off rip. Like it don't even matter.
But we're gonna know.
Like,
who-
yeah, they want to see who's in the
We're gonna know who the
finals
MVP
before
is
they announce
before the
who
final.
MVP is.
Exactly. Charlton,
We're gonna know
right?
who the MVP is before the
I
final.
mean, even if LeBron doesn't make it to the finals, which he probably will, he still should get the MVP because Giannis is already out of the playoffs. Like,
Right.
that's a given.
And they lost to the.
Unfortunately for us,
They lost to the
they
dumb.
don't care about the playoffs.
They lost to the Heat though.
In 5.
You
And then
just-
Yeah,
they
that was
put up a fight like that.
no. Actually, though, Charleston, you're right though. That's the crazy part. They didn't lose the Heat in Game 7. And they lost in 5, and everyone's saying, and we
And
all know
they
it.
were down
And-
3-0.
And the game they won was when Giannis got hurt. That is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Off of a miracle
They
Chris
won.
Middleton shot
Chris Middleton goes off.
Yeah,
that put them over the top, and then they lost the next game. Like,
So is Giannis that good? And everyone says the Bucks play better when he's down the court.
Yeah, because when Giannis is on the floor, the Bucks play basketball.
Yeah, because they all watch.
And when Giannis is on the floor,
yeah.
watch him do goofy stuff. He's not good.
This is Bledsoe.
He just
bro, he is so trash, bro.
Marcus, this is Bledsoe right here. Every single possession.
yeah, he just stands at the 3-point line, just hoping he'll get.
He used to be good though. Remember that?
Oh, it's 50.
Yeah, it used to be.
My bad. I'm throwing everybody off. My bad.
Are you okay, sir?
Nah, I just seen something about something. But what can we get?
He used to be good.
Would you like to share with the class?
Nah, it was something with the P5. It's only like $55 to put down.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine with me.
There's a thing that I want to discuss really quickly before we go, but I'm trying to find it, but I can't. I didn't know Giannis's middle name is Hugo. I just think that's funny.
It is.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a German scientist.
But he's but he.
Just let him have this.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of the Go Talk podcast. And to join us in our future episodes. Thank you.